RG3, he didn't hold back about SHEDEUR Sanders and the Cleveland Browns, and also NFL Insider saying that SHEDEUR Sanders appears to be the early leader in the Browns starting quarterback position for the Cleveland Browns. We getting ready to talk about it all right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Let's get this show started. Let's go.
God hand on me, that's enough, Ay, we good, on me, God got his hand on me, Any devil try to plan on me, gon' need a plan B, you can plan on me, but we good, on me, God got his hand on me, Too blessed if you know what I mean, if you know what I mean, Ay, we good, on me, God got his hand on me, Any devil try to plan on me, gon' need a plan B, you can plan on me, but
RG3 turned heads of what he had to say about SHEDEUR Sanders and the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. I agree everything what he finna say right now. I'm telling you, sit back, relax, and let's see what RG3 had to say about SHEDEUR Sanders and the Cleveland Browns quarterback situation. RG3.
For the organization to come out and basically repeat the same stereotypes that have been said about black quarterbacks for generations about SHEDEUR Sanders, it's not just disheartening, they're undercutting themselves. You look at Deshaun Watson, they paid him 260, 80, whatever millions of dollars. I don't think that they should put him at the forefront because not only do the fans not want him anymore, the locker room isn't really behind him, and SHEDEUR Sanders has the favor of both. He has the locker room, he has the fans, and he has the bravado and the moxie to lead this organization out of the dysfunction that they currently have. Not only that, Todd Monken is also a really big fan of SHEDEUR Sanders' game and actually wants him at quarterback. Why, as an organization, would you anonymously be cowards and undercut the young man by coming out and saying things that everyone that's ever been around him as a player knows isn't true? We were there in Colorado. They covet his ability to read defenses. They covet his ability to work hard in his preparation and how much he is dedicated to his craft.
That's RG3, a former NFL quarterback, one of the most recognizable quarterbacks that ever played the game in college and the NFL. You heard what he said? I'm telling you right now, I agree with him 100%. No need for the Cleveland Browns to continue to repeat their past performance when it comes to naming a starting quarterback. SHEDEUR Sanders should be named the starting quarterback right now. The fan base like him, his teammates like him, and he showed you what he could do on the football field last year in the 7 games that he started. But when I then balled out with a bag up offensive lineman, a depleted wide receiver room, no running game, tight end got hurt, which was his favorite target. He didn't play in the last 3 games that SHEDEUR started. So, and when you look at what Andrew Berry have done to make the team better so far in free agents by adding those offensive linemen, SHEDEUR Sanders is going to be a quarterback this year. He's going to be a better quarterback this year than he was last year. And the Cleveland Browns going to win a lot of football games with SHEDEUR Sanders as their starting quarterback. But hold up. Wait. Check this out. And NFL Insider Zach Jackson said these words right here. Listen up. The first week of NFL free agents was a good one for SHEDEUR Sanders. Chances of claiming the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback job this summer. With the former offseason program still 3 weeks away, there's no certain about the earlier depth chart or the team plans for its quarterback room. The Browns spent most of their available free agent resource on replacing departing offensive linemen. At this early point, it seems safe to say SHEDEUR Sanders has at least some runway toward being the starting quarterback. Where it all goes remains to be seen, but Sanders should get the first crack at things as Cleveland proceed through the offseason. And though the Browns aren't going to share any of their current evaluation or future thinking publicly, their lack of quarterback activity can be viewed as a partial endorsement of a plan that involves letting SHEDEUR operate as the incumbent and prove to the new coach, Todd Monken, that he's worthy of future development. Assuming SHEDEUR Sanders is the pencil-in starter, wide receivers and left tackles are the two most immediate needs for an offense that will continue to evolve in its personnel makeup and scheme. To go a little deeper, the Browns probably have the 3 offensive line positions set. Once Jenkins get healthy, Phantom is the clear-cut starting tight end. Quinshon Jenkins, once healthy, is the starting running back. Jerry Jeudy is one of the starting receivers. More help is needed, obviously. The Browns will draft at least 2 offensive linemen, at least one whose primary position is tackle. They may or may not select a center, drafting at least 2 wide receivers feel necessary, and another tight end joining the group feel possible. So that's the inside of Zach Jackson of the Athletic talking about SHEDEUR Sanders and the Cleveland Browns. But hold on, I got to pick off what he said last about the wide receiver room. When you look at the wide receiver room so far, you got Jerry Jeudy, you got Isaiah Bond, you got Cedric Tillman, and you got the tight end Harold Fannin. You got Lavendar, one of SHEDEUR's closest friends, at that wide receiver position. The Cleveland Browns must enter this draft at least get 2 wide receivers. They got to get 2 wide receivers if they don't sign a wide receiver during free agency, right? So when you look at the 2 wide receivers in this draft, man, you just cannot overlook Cornell Tate at Ohio State. Yeah, man, this guy here is a go-getter. His route running is excellent. He can catch the ball in traffic. He can catch the ball at its highest point. He can run the dig route. He can run the post. He can run the back shoulder fade. I'm telling you, Cornell Tate have all the tools to go along with the Cleveland Browns wide receiver room as present now for the Cleveland Browns. But wait up. Hold up. There's another wide receiver in this draft have impressed me. He coming from USC. Oh yeah, he's a big time wide receiver, and he should not be overlooked. And his name is Mekhi Lemons. Was a dog. I mean a straight dog at USC last year. This dude almost caught 1,300 yard passing, and he had about 10 touchdowns in one season. In one season. I'm telling you right now. Now, the thing that I don't like about it, he's short. He just don't have the height. Cleveland Browns have enough of short wide receivers. But, man, this dude here make plays. He explosive. He can get off the line of scrimmage. He has strong hands. And once again, he can catch the ball in traffic. He can run the dig. He also can run the post. So, when it comes down to this upcoming draft, Andrew Berry will have, man, he got enough wide receiver in this class that he should come away with at least 2 wide receivers in this draft. I'm telling you right now, SHEDEUR Sanders going to cook if Andrew Berry can get him 2 of these wide receivers in this draft that was productive in college last year. Because Andrew Berry is on record saying that he must address and fix the offensive line in 2026 so he can get a good picture and a good evaluation of the quarterback, SHEDEUR Sanders. And if he can do that, SHEDEUR Sanders will prove that he's the franchise quarterback that they've been looking for. You heard it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watts. Do me a favor, you got to do me a solid. Hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed. Hit that notification button. It'll let you know whenever I go live or drop a video. Live show tonight, 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Come on back and rock with your boy. I'm telling you, we're going to have a good time. All right? Until then, peace.